Hello everyone! This is Nayaka from Heirloomotion. I am the creator, writer, director behind INI JUGA BALI. First of all, oh my god! 50,000 views on the trailer within its first week and 1,000 subscribers when this is still a brand new channel. Thank you so much! So to celebrate this milestone, we asked some of you on YouTube and Instagram if you had any questions, and I thought it'd be fun to answer today. Starting with question number 1. Why did Heirloomotion make INI JUGA BALI? You're an inquisitive one, I like you. Okay, so Chaya and Papa have always lived as sketches on my computer. And if we, Heirloom, have ever landed in your radar somehow, then you'd have known that we've been cooking and marinating this story for quite a while. However, the support we've received towards this project this year has allowed us to really produce and make INI JUGA BALI a fully realized film. Question number 2. Where was Chaya born? Canonically, Jakarta. And I guess I could sort of relate this to another question that a couple people had. What inspired you to make this story? So my papa was born and raised in Bali. Meanwhile, I am from the Jakarta area. Growing up, I was always familiar with Bali. We always visited. I always grew up eating a lot of Balinese food. I was familiar with its customs, but I guess because I was so young and lived so far away, I never really took the time to understand Bali outside of what its touristy side had to offer to foreigners. Moving back to Bali as a teenager was a huge learning curve. But watching my dad, whenever we would drive past familiar streets, he would sort of introduce me to some childhood stories of hey, this is where I grew up and things like that. So being introduced to the more human and let's say intimate familial sides of Bali made me appreciate the humans and the communities that made Bali what it is. Plus, trying to kind of assimilate or localize myself to the area surrounding me kind of reminded me a lot of what it's like to be a kid. So that's sort of where Chaya and this story came from. Another question. What is Kyla's favorite color? Kyla's favorite color is turquoise with a hint of blurple, but Chaya's favorite color is pink. Question number, where is Chaya's mother? We get this one a lot. But it's a valid question. So speaking as a writer, I wanted to highlight the dynamic between a soft-spoken father and a outspoken daughter. So as for now, we are keeping the whereabouts of Chaya's mom under wraps until next time. Next, why did Chaya's father force Chaya into Balinese traditions? Interesting question. I don't think I'm speaking as my headcanon. I don't think Papa meant to force Chaya, but he is the type of person to procrastinate on problems that feel too emotionally taxing to solve. So I would say that INI JUGA BALI takes place at a time when all of those unsolved loose threads came to clash. So yeah, it does come off like forcing. Why is Chaya trying to escape Bali? That's an interesting interpretation. But I wouldn't say escape necessarily. Rather than escape, I would say it's more so an internal feeling of incongruence between the culture that Chaya was growing up around and the culture that she's currently surrounded by. It's a culture shock. But I suppose because it feels like, being trapped, being stuck in a situation, in that way it does. One could want to escape, but she isn't physically trying to escape Bali. I don't think she can even afford her own plane tickets, so. Min, butuh berapa hari buat trailer INI JUGA BALI? Hari? Kalau masalah animasi kayaknya nggak bisa dihitung pakai hari ya. Untuk storyboardnya saja, waktu itu aku butuh 1 mingguan untuk bikin storyboardnya. Dan untuk animasi di trailernya, karena ada target yang harus dicapai, kita selesaiin dalam waktu 3 minggu. Alright, so our next question we actually get a lot. So I'll just answer it in one go. Is INI JUGA BALI a animated series, a feature-length film, or a short film? And also, follow-up question, when and where are you going to stream it? Is it going to be on YouTube? Is there going to be a threequel, a trequel, a fourquel, Shrek Forever After? Shrek Forever After is a good movie. So the trailer that you watched is for the short film. And we are going to submit it to a number of film festivals, few of which do screen in local cinemas. So yes, hopefully you will be seeing this in the cinema. And as soon as we're able to, we will upload it to YouTube. I hope that answers the question. As for when we are going to premiere it, we don't have a date yet, but as soon as we get one, we will let you know. And in fact, we are actually planning a series in the works, so please stay tuned for that, as well as whatever other fresh idea we may come up with next. And now, for the final and perhaps the most important question from Instagram, we got, Chaya main Roblox ga?
Duh! Why not? I mean, it's like the best game in the world. Roblox is life. What kind of 7 to 8-year-old iPad kid would I be if I didn't spend all of my free time on Obby, okay?
Chaya is a dress to impress VIP. Do not put shame on her name. Okay, but yeah, I feel like we can stop there for now. Thank you so much for all of your questions, and again, thank you so much for all of the support and excitement you've shown to INDO JUGA BALI. Please stay excited because, you know, it is in the works. We're cooking. Until next time, we'll see you. Bye-bye!